أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So today we are going to revise the 4 fragments that we have learned so far. The 4 fragments. So before we revise, can somebody tell me the names of all those 4 fragments? Abdul Haq, go ahead.
مضاف إليه صفة موصوف جار مجرور and اسم مشار إليه.
Okay, Daniel, good job, Abdul Haq. Daniel, say the same thing. What are the names of 4 fragments?
مضاف إليه صفة موصوف جار مجرور أسماء الإشارة مشار إليه.
اسم الإشارة مشار إليه. Taimiyya, go ahead.
مضاف إليه صفة موصوف جار مجرور and اسم الإشارة إشارة إليه.
Okay, last one. Shifa, go ahead.
مضاف إليه صفة موصوف جار مجرور and اسم الإشارة مشار إليه.
Good job, Shifa. Thank you. So 4 fragments, we know their names, but we have to identify them as well, right? So today we are going to revise the first fragment that we learned, and that was mudaf ilay. But before we do that, let's identify them. So I have 4 fragments here. 4 fragments. First one, I will just read them to you. This house. The second one is a beautiful house. Third one is house of Mahmud. And the fourth one is from the house. 4 fragments right in front of us. The first question is, what is the first fragment? Which of the 4 fragments it is? What is the name of this fragment? That's the question. This house. Zainab, go ahead.
اسم الإشارة and مشار إليه.
Very good. This is Ismul Ishara and Musharun Ilay. Okay, now second one, a beautiful house. Hafsa Ashar, go ahead.
صفة موصوف.
Sifa Mausuf. All right, good job, Hafsa. Okay, third one is House of Mahmud. How about Burak?
مضاف إليه.
Mudaf ilay. The fourth one, from the house, Abir.
It's jar majrur.
Jar Majroor. Very good. All right, let's continue. Daniel, translate into Arabic, this house.
This house will be هذا البيت.
Azal Baitu. Very good. Beautiful, a beautiful house. Muhammad Ashar.
Yes. It would be Baitun Jamilun.
Baitun Jamilun. Anusha. House of Mahmud.
It would be I actually don't know how to translate it in Arabic.
You don't know?
Yeah, I forgot.
Mudaf ilay, try it. Try. Mahmud is Mahmud. Okay? And
Okay.
house is Bait. You take your time. Try it. Yeah.
Okay, it would be. Okay, so
Just give me one. Even if it is wrong, at least try.
Bait to Mahmudan.
Say it again.
Bait to Mahmudan.
Baitu Mahmudun. Did you say Mahmudun?
Yeah.
So in this case, Mahmudun is mudaf ilay. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So Mahmudun, the mudaf ilay, what should be the status of mudaf ilay?
Mudaf ilay, light jar and no o.
Don't mix them up. There is only one condition for mudaf ilayh.
एक
It has to be what status?
jar.
Jar. So may change the status of mahmud to jar.
Mahmoud.
Then, or now try again. Make the whole thing again.
Okay. Baytul Mahmudin.
Very good. You got it. Baytu mahmudin. Baytu. See, mudaf cannot have al. It has to be light. So that are the two conditions for bayt. Right, Anusha?
Yeah.
And mahmudin has to be mudaf. It is a mudaf ilayhi, so it has jar status. So baytu mahmudin. Simple as that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Anusha. Do we have, okay, Fatima is back. Fatima, can you try the last one if you know?
I don't know.
You don't know? Ibrahim Asif, it's okay. Ibrahim Asif is with us? He's not here, looks like. Okay. Tanjeen, do you want to try?
No.
Umar, go ahead, Umar.
It is Minal Baitu.
Minal Baitu. So min is jar. And Baitu should be?
Majroor.
Make Baitu majroor.
Minal Baiti.
Minal Baiti. Yeah, now you're right. Minal Baiti. Because min is jar. This is one of those 11 words. And al Baiti is majroor in jar
Majroor.
status. So it cannot be Baitu. Do you agree, Umar?
Yes.
Yeah, it has to be Baiti. Good job, Umar. Thank you. So, well, with some difficulty, I guess we were able to do this. So what we are going to focus today on, what we are revising, where we are revising the first fragment that we learned, and that is mudaf ilay. Which example was house of Mahmud, Baitu Mahmudin. So that's where we are going to focus today, inshallah. Revision 2, in the second slide, sorry. So I'm just transferring the word into this slide. The word was, the mudaf ilayh example was house of Mahmud. So, Ayan, which word is mudaf and which is mudaf ilayh?
Bait is mudaf, Baitu is mudaf, and Mahmudin is mudaf ilayh.
Okay. So Bait is mudaf and Mahmudun is mudaf ilayh. Thank you, Ayan. Arham, for this word bait, for this word bait to be called mudaf, how many conditions it has to meet?
Uncle, could you repeat the question?
For bait to be called mudaf, how many conditions it has to meet? Do you know or you don't know?
No, I don't know, Uncle.
You don't know? Okay.
Yes.
All right, no problem. You're a little rusty, I guess. Taimiyah, same question.
Is it for the
No. Ali, same question.
Go.
Baitu has to have no al and it should be light.
So but that means how many conditions?
2.
2 conditions. Very good, Ali. So mudaf has to meet 2 conditions. Say the conditions again, Ali.
It should not have any al and it should be always light.
Yeah, it is always light and it does not have al at its beginning. It cannot be al baitu. No. If it is al at the beginning, then it cannot be mudaf. It cannot be mudaf. Okay, Shifa, what is the condition? How many conditions mudaf ilay has to meet?
One.
And what is that?
And it has to be majroor.
It has to be majroor, meaning it should be in jar status. Very good. Thank you, Shifa. So a total of three. A total of three conditions mudaf ilay has to meet. Out of these three, two conditions are for mudaf, the first word, and there is only one condition for mudaf ilay, the second word. And once those three conditions are met, then we call the first word mudaf and the second one mudaf ilay, and both of these are ism here. So now we know the conditions of mudaf ilay that has to be met. All right, good. Let's move on. Don't forget this. This will help you identify mudaf ilay in Quran. All right. Okay, now again, Baitu Mahmudin is mudaf ilay, house of Mahmud. But now this is not revision. This is something new. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Baitu Mahmudin means house of Mahmud. I want to say this house of Mahmud. I want to say this house of Mahmud. So when I say this house of Mahmud, what kind of fragment is this? Can somebody tell me?
اسم الإشارة مشار إليه.
Very good. Thank you, Daniel. So this, the word this, is Ismul Ishara, house of Mahmud, which is actually a mudaf ilay, but in this case, it will be a musharun ilay, because house of Mahmud is being pointed at. And this is the word which is used to point. So this is Ismul Ishara, house of Mahmud is musharun ilay. And the task is translate this into Arabic. That's the task. Let's see who's up to it. Brother Umar Farooq, would you want to try this?
I will try, but I will try.
Yeah, inshallah.
This is that's the near pointing.
Yeah. So what's the Arabic for this?
The haza.
Haza. Okay.
So, haza
Baitu Mahmudin is already translated here. You see? Up here?
Yeah. Haza Baitu Mahmudun.
Haza Baitu Mahmudun. Huh?
Yeah. No. Al. There should be al.
Okay, put the al there.
Haza Al Baitu Mahmudun.
Why you are saying Mahmudun?
Because I need to make the same status. Haza.
Don't worry about the status. Status should be from the mudaf.
Okay.
Okay.
Haza Baitu Mahmudin. Al Baitu Mahmudin.
This is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, brother Umar Farooq. Does anybody have a problem with this?
Yes.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Who has a problem?
I do.
Go ahead. What is the problem?
The thing is, since Baitu Mahmudin is mudaf ilayh, and since Baitu is mudaf, you cannot have an al in front of it. So I don't think it should be al Baitu.
Yeah, you're right. So what happened is, Baitu Mahmudin was mudaf ilay. Bait cannot have al. So we have a problem. This is wrong. This doesn't mean this house of Mahmud. So this is wrong. So how we do this now? We are stuck. We are stuck.
We're supposed to do this. هذا بيت محمود.
Then it would mean this is the house of Mahmud. It's not a
Can
fragment
I
anymore.
try?
Huh?
Can I
So
try?
Arabs have found out a way about it. What you're saying, Muhammad?
I know the answer.
Go ahead.
Okay, the answer would be Baitu Mahmudan Haza.
Yeah. So what Arabs do when they're in this difficult situation, they move the haza at the end. Okay, because they cannot put an al here. Because if they put an al, that would mean they're putting an al to a mudaf, which is not allowed. So what they do, they move haza to the end, and now it means this house of Mahmud. Just remember this. It means this house of Mahmud. So this is a fragment. We did not study this before. This is the first time we are doing this. But now, because you know Ismul Ishara Musharun Ilayhi, so that's the time to do it. Okay? So now we are not violating any rule of Mudaf Mudaf Ilayhi. We are not violating any rule. The only thing is Haza has to come at the end. And this is how Arabs say this house of Mahmud. Baytu Mahmudin Haza. All right, just remember this. Okay, so this is a new thing, but we go back to the old stuff we have done before. Attach pronouns to an ism. We already know this. All of this we already know. Or maybe I should not show you all this and ask for someone to give me all of this. Inshallah. Abdul Haq, start from Kitabuhu and give all 6 of them to me.
Okay, kitabuhu, kitabuhum, kitabuka, kitabu, kitabuka, kitabukum, kitabi, kitabuna.
Kitabuhu, kitabuhum, kitabuka, kitabukum, kitabi, kitabuna. We all should know this. What is the meaning of kitabuhu?
His book,
Kitabuhum,
their book,
kitabuka, kitabuka.
kitabuka, your book.
Okay, let's go to Taymiyah now. Abdul Haq, thank you. Kitabuka meaning.
Kitabuka, your book. Kitabukum, book of you all. Kitabi, my book. And kitabuna, our book.
Kitabuna, our book. So there is one thing common here, and that is there is a pronoun which has been attached to an ism. All of them. Kitab is an ism, and a pronoun is attached to it. Who is a pronoun? Whom is a pronoun? Ka is a pronoun. Kum is a pronoun. This ya here is a pronoun, and na is a pronoun. They are all what? They are pronouns. And all of them are attached to an ism. And remember this now. This is the rule. Whenever a pronoun is attached to an ism, then that pronoun is always in jar status. I say this again. When a pronoun is attached to an ism, that pronoun is always in jar status. Okay, so somebody tell me, what is the status of who here?
Jar.
Jar?
It is jar status. What is the status of whom, Arham? Do you know? No? Ayan, what is the status of whom?
The status of home would be
Abir, go ahead.
Marfu.
It's jar.
Why it is jar?
Because when a pronoun is attached to an ism, it is always in jar status.
Yeah, and over here, a pronoun is attached to an ism, right?
Yes.
Yes, good, good. What is the status of ka? Umar,
Jar.
why?
Because it is a pronoun
And it is attached to
in Islam.
an ism, right? When it is attached to something else, then it may not have jar status, okay?
Yes.
All right. Kum, what is the status of kum, Zainab?
Jar,
Jar. And why it is jar?
because when a pronoun is attached to an ism, it's always in jar status.
All right, good. Thank you, Zainab. And Hiba, what is the status of this ya here?
Jar,
Why?
because it's attached to an ism.
It is a pronoun and it is attached to an ism. That is why it is in jar status. Good. And last one will be Burak. What is the status of na?
Na is also jar status because when a pronoun is attached to an ism is with.
All right. Okay. Now, Brother Rauf, can you work with me for a few seconds?
Yeah, sure.
So we know I pick kitabuka here. Kitabuka. We know this ka has jar status. What about kitabu? Is it light or not?
Kitabu. Yes, it is light.
It is light. Does it have al with it?
No.
No. So the kitabu is light because it is not kitabun. Kitabun will be heavy, right?
Yep.
So it is kitabu, it is light, and it doesn't have al with it, and ka is majroor. If I say this is mudaf mudaf ilay, will you agree or not?
Mudaf alay.
Does it meet all the three conditions?
Okay. Mudaf alay. It no L it. Then it is a jar status, which is like mudaf should be no L. Mudaf alay should be jar status as well. Yes, it meet those requirements.
So can we call it mudaf mudaf ilay?
Mudaf of him. Yes, by definition, we can call it mudaf alay.
Yeah, okay, good, good. Hiba, do you agree? Hiba?
Yes, I agree because it meets all the three conditions of mudaf ilay.
Right, got it. So it meets all the three conditions. Kitabu meets the two conditions and ka meets the third condition. So all of them, kitabuhu, kitabuhum, kitabuka, kitabukum, kitabi, kitabuna, they are all mudaf ilayhi. Can somebody give me the feminine version? It was taught briefly, but maybe somebody remembers it. Tanya, do you remember kitabuha?
Okay. Kitabuha, kitabuhunna, kitabuki, kitabukunna, kitabi, kitabina.
Kitabuna.
Kitabuna.
They are mudaf ilayhi as well. All of them. All right.
Yeah.
Feminine or masculine. Kitabuhu or kitabuha. It will be all because they are pronouns as well and they are attached to an ism. So the conclusion is whenever you see when a pronoun is attached to an ism, the resulting fragment is called mudaf ilayh, always. Okay? Remember this. Don't forget. Let's move on. We have done this before, so we should probably that should come back. Complex mudaf ilayh. What is a complex mudaf? This is the last one we are going to do today, and inshallah then we conclude. So over here, this is a fragment. The scholars of sons of Israel. This is a complex mudaf ilayh. How it is complex? You see here, the scholars of sons. Is this not mudaf ilayh? Anusha, what do you think?
This is a mudaf ilayh.
So this is one, so in this red box, the scholars of sons is a mudaf ilayh. Stay with me, Anusha.
Okay.
How about this thing in blue?
This is also a mudaf ilayh.
So we have actually two mudaf ilayhs which are merged together. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, there are actually two mudaf ilayh here. And the task is that we are going to translate. Thank you, Anusha.
Welcome.
So I am going to give you the vocabulary, and I will request someone to translate this for me, inshallah. Okay, scholars, the English Arabic for scholars is ulama, Arabic for sons is banoon, and Arabic for Israel is Israelu. This is all in Rafa status. I am only giving you Rafa status. And if the status has to be changed, you will change it. I'm not going to tell you unless you ask for it. Okay. So we need to translate this into Arabic. So we have three words here. I will write them again. Ulama, banoon, and Israel. So in the first mudaf ilayhi, the scholars of sons, there are two words, banu, ulama, and banoon. So what should be the ulama here? What's the name? Is it mudaf or mudaf ilayh? Ayan.
It is mudaf.
It should be mudaf. We need to change this to mudaf. It is not mudaf maybe right now, but we need to change this to mudaf. And this is sons, bununa. So what is this? Ayan.
Yes. Banoon should be Manoon should be mudaf ilayh.
We need to change that to mudaf ilayh.
Yeah, we need
it is
to.
not mudaf ilayh right now, but we need to change that. Okay. And in the sons of Israel, see, you see, scholars of sons, scholars is mudaf, sons is mudaf ilayh. But in the next mudaf ilayh, sons of Israel, what is sons?
Sons would be mudaf then.
Then mudaf. Son is now mudaf. So sons is a mudaf ilayh for scholars, but for Israel it is mudaf. So sons is a mudaf ilayh and mudaf at the same time. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. And what is Israelu?
This should be. It's not mudaf ilayh yet, but we should change
We need to change that to mudaf ilayh. All right. Okay. So do we have three words? They ulama need to be changed so it becomes mudaf. Bunun should be mudaf and mudaf ilayh at the same time. We haven't made the changes yet. And Israelu needs to be changed to mudaf ilayh. So now we need to make the fragment, the scholars of sons of Israel. All right.
Okay.
We have done the groundwork. Now I need the answer. Brother Ahmed, go ahead.
Bani Ulamau Bani Israila. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Sorry.
Ulamau.
Yeah, Banina, and it to make it light, it will be Bani.
So ulama, you don't need to make any change to it, right?
Yes.
Doesn't have al. It's light already.
Yes.
So no change.
No change.
Banuna has to be changed to banin. It has to be mudaf ilayh, has to be in jar status.
Yes.
But it is also a mudaf. So it has to be
Light.
light. So how you make banina light?
Remove the noon sound at the end.
Bani,
Bani.
right?
Yes.
And what did you do to Israela? Israelu, sorry.
Israel is it's partially flexible. So Israelu, Israela, Israela. So Israela will
So
be
now you
jar
see,
status.
ulama has to meet two conditions because it is mudaf. No al and it is light. Bani has to meet three conditions now. It has to be in jar status, it has to be light, and it cannot take out because mudaf, it is mudaf ilayhi and mudaf at the same time. So bununa, it doesn't have al already, so that's okay. We have to make it light, remove the noon from it, and make it jar, banina. So banina and noon removed, it becomes bani. And Israela, the jar form of Israelu is Israela because it is partly flexible. Israelu, Israela, Israela. So ulama has to meet two conditions. Banuna has to be changed so it meets three conditions, and Israelu has to be changed so it meets one condition. So the resulting fragment is ulama'u bani Israela, and it means scholars of sons of Israel. Any question on that? We have done this before. Looks like there is no question. So we conclude today's session. We will continue tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can ask tomorrow as well. Okay. And tomorrow, inshallah, we will conclude mudaf ilayh. So we close this session right now.